Today, I'm going to share with you how to go from $20,000 a month in your business to at least $100,000 a month in your business. Scott Olford, and here is the 4 steps required to being able to 5x your business in the next 12 months. All right, so a lot of people think that it is difficult to go from $20,000 to $40,000 or $20,000 to $100,000 in your business. If you're listening to this video, more than likely you're at a point of the fact that you have a validated business model. You have something that's working. You've been able to hustle and put enough work in that you've gotten kind of lucky. Sort of the more you work, the luckier you get. And up to this point, you've probably worked a lot to get here. So congratulations, pat yourself on the back. A lot of the time, us entrepreneurs, we do not take enough time to appreciate what we've actually done. But now is the next point to go to the next place in your business. So here are the 4 things that you need to be able to implement inside of your business in order to be able to properly go from $20,000 a month to $100,000 a month when it comes to being able to always have enough business and enough leads and enough new clients and customers. So the very first step is being able to create one-to-many relationships in an intimate way so that you can go past having one-to-one relationships. What this really means is being able to automate your ability to introduce yourself to new people. Now, up to this point, you've likely used referrals and networking or the fact that you're good at what you do. The next phase of your business is based upon you being able to do that in an automatic way so that you don't have to be the one hustling those new leads and those new potential customers and clients. It's about being able to automatically create intimacy with new people online and do it in a way that works 24/7. Now, this can get really complicated, but in my world and my belief is that we can use what I call the relevancy funnel. And by utilizing the relevancy funnel, and the link will be above or below on what that means, it allows us to have a very simple way of attracting those people that are looking for the process or mechanism to be able to solve their pain and problem, and allowing us to magnetize those people towards us in a relevant way. So that's the first step. The second step is being able to properly qualify those people. That's about having the right messaging, about having the right avatar, and being able to disqualify people that you really can't help. For example, this video is very specific to helping people that are at $20,000 a month plus, because in our business, that's who we help inside of our program called the Relevancy Engine. And you need to do the same thing inside of your business. There's lots of people you can help. There's also lots that you can't help. And your superpower is when you're talking to the right people at the right time, because those are the people that you can actually help bring forward inside of their business, life, or relationship. The third is, of course, automating the sales process. If you're the one that's actually doing all the selling in your business, it means that you aren't really doing what you're best at. And this means being able to either utilize a webinar, a video sales letter, a sales page, or perhaps even a salesperson, so that when you have these leads that come through this lead generation system, the relevancy funnel, and then they're qualified, that they can then become customers of yours. And when they become customers of yours, that's at the point where you can create the largest level of transformation for them. You can bring them from where they're to where they're going in a very easy format. But again, this has to be done in a way that is not based upon you. If you're working in the business instead of on the business, you're decreasing your ability to grow your business, and the ability to go to $100,000 a month is very, very difficult. The last one, and the most important one, is realizing that when it comes to your operations and delivery of what you serve your clients and customers with, that you need, after lead generation is complete, lead qualification is complete, and sales is complete, and having those systems automated, is to get you from delivering the actual product or service inside of your business. This is the biggest part that most entrepreneurs have a problem giving away. And it's very, very normal, because up to this point, you've been the one delivering everything. Chances are there's actually people out there that are better than you at being able to deliver whatever it is that you promise to your customers and clients when you sell what you sell to them. And if you can delegate and outsource these pieces by being able to hire other people that are even better than you at being able to deliver that, and that's their full-time job, then you can actually be a business owner. You can actually be an entrepreneur that is utilizing your time and your skill for the 5% of what you should be spending your time at. Now, when you do these 4 things all together in succession, and of course it'll take 6 to 12 months to actually occur, what does kind of really happen to your business? Well, it becomes a business instead of a hustle. It allows you to go to a point of being able to generate 7 figures. And there's lots of things along the way when it comes to finances and operations, mindset, all of these different types of things that I talk about in the 6 pillars of a 7-figure business, which of course you can download by clicking above or clicking below. But overall, if you implement those 4 steps, automating your lead generation and the ability to introduce yourself to other people, from there being able to qualify or disqualify the right people, automating your sales system, the ability to acquire new customers, and then finally being able to have operations and client delivery that goes beyond you and creating processes and procedures to deliver what it is that you deliver to your customers and clients, your ability to grow and scale your business will exponentially go higher, and your ability to create the impact that you desire will also be relevantly possible based on where you're to. So with that said, Scuttleford here today, and I highly recommend and encourage you to start implementing those pieces inside of your business. We'll talk soon. So if you enjoyed this content and you want more of it, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And if you want other entrepreneurs just like you to be able to also access this information, this knowledge, make sure you go ahead and share it with someone that means the most to you. Remember, as entrepreneurs, it's our job to be able to help other entrepreneurs continue to elevate, allowing us to evolve society and evolve our world. I'll see you next time. Bye.